We need to win a treble this season. Mamelodi Sundowns have to go on and win every trophy in front of them, and it's possible. The demands of winning the Champions League, going into the final and losing it. We're not signing Van Wyk to come and win the league. We're signing Van Wyk to win FIFA Club World Cup. We want to dominate Africa.
But it's the comeback, so the expectations are also higher.
I need to leave a mark. I need to leave a mark in terms of either assist or score a goal.
Me, football, it's about emotion. For 𝙋𝙿𝙏𝘾𝙃𝙎 to be the one that assists a winning goal to score a winner, we should be able to get those 3 points. Should be able to get maximum points.
Sure. Masandawana, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave us your comments and stand in line to win prizes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to it. It's a new season of the Pitchside
Podcast.
Nazo with 2 stars. Kalebala 2 stars. Kalebala 2 stars.
2 stars.
Hey, Vila, what's going on?
Gentlemen, how are you doing?
Easy, man. Easy, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We come into a new season and the badge has changed again.
Lovely.
Yeah?
Beautiful. It is very beautiful. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. I think when we look at football and I think playing for accolades and playing for trying to make sure that the people that we serve, who are the football fans, enjoy the game, but most importantly, walk away with exactly that, the bragging rights. Wherever you go, you can say, no, guys, right now we have 2 stars.
Yeah, and also, man, you're getting into a new season with a new jersey, with the 2 stars, and also maybe the significance of it, because now you can still tell a story. You can also still have differentiate between last season's jersey and this season's jersey going forward, because now it's got 2 stars. And I'm sure every fan that is a Mamelodi Sundowns looking forward to have a new jersey with 2 stars. And I mean, it's been a trophy that has been eluding us for about 16 years.
Yeah.
And then now that we finally are champions of Africa, that star, that added star, it's very, very important.
Finally. Finally. And it also shows, the importance of having to say, we want it. And also keep knocking, and finally it happened. And then how it happened, it was so amazing.
Yeah.
It was also something that we've been preaching about, and we're speaking to the universe. And for me, it's something that we've been very vocal and very intentional about it. It was a matter of trying. And also, it teaches us in life, it's a keep going again, keep knocking on a door. Eventually, when you're disciplined, when you put all these fundamentals, you're able to achieve that. Yeah. And how we achieved it and to put it on top of the badge, I think it's amazing. And also, congratulations to the whole team. Yeah. Congratulations to the whole fraternity of Mamelodi Sundowns. Yeah. Fans, from the players, everybody was very much in love with the team. Congratulations.
Gents, you speak about the discipline and how long it's taken, and to just wake up and keep going every time over and over, trying to reach this milestone that we go for every season. But from a fan's perspective, I don't think we really understand how much work and effort goes into adding another star.
I think also, Nez, when you listen to people when they're speaking, and they're always expressing how they feel, from how to where it was and where we are right now, it's important also because of sometimes they speak from the heart, and they invest their monies also to come in and sit and then cheer for us each and every time. But what's amazing is when you see these people chanting and singing for the guys inside the field of play, and also able to express where we want to go. And for me, it's the feeling to hold on to it. Yeah. Especially now we have this feeling of the mentality of winning and winning and winning. We want more, of course, for ourselves. We're not going to settle for this. We're always going to want more, and we have them. Yeah. And having them is always going to be so beautiful, especially when they sing for us.
Amazing. We start a new season and we have new players that have arrived.
Yeah.
It's always exciting because, as we've said this over and over, we've got to keep renewing the team to keep it fresh. But most importantly, for the guys who have never won trophies at that level, they then now come in with the hunger that the guys who have, for example, you'll have Dennis who's been here and has got 8-9 premiership trophies, but then there's a kid that comes through now with the hunger to win again.
Yeah, look, we to stay at the top and to stay at the space of dominance, you always need to refresh the team and evolve. Yeah, and to bring players also that has characteristics or maybe personnel to be able to fit into the system of the club as well. And sometimes, you come into Mamelodi Sundowns with that hunger as well. It's unfortunate at times you're unable to acclimatize a little bit quicker. It's fortunate are those who actually comes in and just acclimatize and start, hit the ground running. So for a Sundowns club, we need to be always doing that. And for the new players, welcome to Mamelodi Sundowns. We are a team that always goes to the podium come end of the season. The expectations, the demands of the club are very different from wherever you come from. And you came to a club that is super ambitious and they're going to push you.
Yeah.
Right. And we do have a technical team, a coach as well that wants to achieve certain things, the club as well. So to those players, it's going to be difficult at some point. It's going to feel like I don't want to do this anymore because the training sessions are like games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you came to a right club. But with all the demands that comes in, the players as well that I knew, saw the players that played against Polokwane City, 𝙋𝙊𝘾𝘆 was playing, 𝙋𝙊𝘾𝘆𝘾𝑆will come back as well. So there's a lot of excitement that we're looking forward to the season because maybe let me say this because is this the first episode?
This is the first episode.
Okay, the first episode. So we need to win a treble this season. Mamelodi Sundowns have to go on and win every trophy in front of them, and it's possible. So I hope that we have the team for it. Guys, we are Mamelodi Sundowns. We're the champions of Africa. We should. I'm saying this for the first episode. We should be winning MTN 8, Carling, Nedbank, and the League 4.
That would be amazing.
That's it.
That would be amazing. But also,
I didn't speak to your universe. We've been speaking to the universe for the last 60
I'm not denying what you have. I haven't denied it. I'm the biggest dreamer.
But it's the things that
this. Yeah, but we
in front of us.
But the things like we have a team.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. We have a team that is capable to get us through all those lines. Yes, MTN 8 has always been difficult for us. Yes, for so many years, it's always been difficult because it just starts after off season. I don't know why it becomes difficult for us, but we have a team. We won something that has been eluding us for 16 years. So the monkey's off our back. So now we have to win this fortune.
10 years, man, not 16.
10 years. So, okay, so it's a mistake. Okay, 10 years.
I don't want us to pass things that are not factual as factual.
Okay, 10 years.
I'm protecting you here.
Okay, sharp, yeah. 10 years here, good. What I'm saying is like now we have a team, and because that pressure, the demands of winning the Champions League, going into the final and losing it, now it's we know the feeling. The feeling is back of winning the Champions League. I'm not saying Champions League we should neglect it this season, but I'm just saying we need to go back to dominating again domestically. Now we're dominating the continent. We need to come back again and dominate domestically. And I know the reason why I'm saying this because last season, looked at the teams that dominated, the teams that won. We would have loved to see ourselves on those podiums within the trophies that have been won. It is our time this time.
Do you think that it's possible to dominate the continent and locally at the same time?
Absolutely. No doubt. Without doubt. I think T just mentioned the additions of the players that we bring in also to help the team, elevate the team, take it to the next level where we want to, of course. Now it's the MTN 8. We focus on that. And once you're focused on that, the squad that we have, honestly speaking, without being biased, the squad that we have, it should be able to do the job. It's not going to be easy, of course, but I think we have the right mentality. We have the right coaches that have instilled the right mentality of the winning and the hunger of this institution. Because at the end of the day, we always put this trophy in front of us. And when we break it down, we say, this is the one, which is the MTN right now. And it's a perfect space, man. It's a perfect space. The guys are fresh. I think the guys are looking ready and hungry. So it's in front of us. It's a matter of them doing the duty.
Gents, we faced some criticism online for, I'll give you an example, and Coach Hugo Bross has left the national team. But one of the things he speaks about is we need more players playing internationally. Then you have a player like Antonio van Wyk, who is playing in Austria, who then wants to return to play for Masandawana. What's your take on that? Because online, the constant conversation is, why do we then go and fetch our players who are playing, South African players who are playing abroad to come back and play here at home?
Look, I think, first of all, as Sundowns, I think that's the criticism of signing players and not signing players. It's always going to be there.
Yeah.
And Sundowns plays in FIFA Club World Cup. Sundowns plays Champions League. That's the space. We're not signing Van Wyk to come and win the league. We're signing Van Wyk to win FIFA Club World Cup. So then when we have fans that I'm sure they're not Mamelodi Sundowns fans.
Definitely not.
Yeah, so just to educate the fans is, as much as look at Mamelodi Sundowns signings, it's because we don't really focusing on dominating the local space. We want to dominate Africa. And we saw ourselves last season. We played against Dortmund. We played against top teams. We want to go back into that space and be able to, maybe get into further quarterfinal, semi-final. We play against Chelsea. This is top space. So we're not signing these players to really. They here, like Villa said, to elevate the club and be able to play in those type of spaces. So it's unfortunate that some of the fans will never understand. But Mamelodi Sundowns is a very ambitious club, a club that wants to really, put their stamp on the world of football, to be known further, and also to, I don't know, man, to generate interest. We still want to go back into those type of spaces. And for the players like Mailula to come back, Van Veek to be able to come back, it's because we want to see the team better and getting into better spaces.
And just to add on that, I think myself, a perfect testimonial in terms of when I couldn't find an opportunity to go abroad.
Yeah.
Then the vision was this is the team that could bring you closer to that level of football that you wanted to play. And for me, it was a very, very perfect vision when they gave it to me and said, this is where we're going. This is CAF Champions League with the possibility of having to play Club World Cup. And this could be the opportunity for you to meet the likes of Dortmund, the likes of Ajax, Barcelona, Real Madrid. And when that was shown to me, it was more like I wanted this, because if I'm not there in Europe where I wanted to succeed in my career, but when I have Mamelodi Sundowns to give me that opportunity, and also it might be an opportunity when you're playing in a city, that might be a dream, and then you're able to excel there. You never know in life what could happen. That could be an opportunity, and Sundowns could have placed you in that opportunity then to play against the Man City, and that changes everything. So for me, our stride, our map is always internationally right now, and it's always been the case.
Against Barcelona. Ke gopola smile sa. No, Gilles Smarties for a good 2 weeks. You smile left to right.
Smile away. Not the smile.
It was unbelievable. Rothman's car. No.
No, it was amazing. So just to be amongst those great stars, and just competing with them, and also one moment where it's like maybe taking a break just to see them, how they move, how they think. It was just amazing. But more than anything, it's an opportunity. Why 100% to Mamelodi? Why then you come to Mamelodi Sundowns?
Yeah. Gents, we see also the return of Cash Money.
Jose
Malula. Also for me, I think all along, even when everything else was happening, he said, I want to go back to Sundowns.
Look, it's easy to say that. One, I think because he's the player that comes from a development side, got an opportunity, first team, and then he got signed, right?
Yeah.
And also, secondly is, you look at Mamelodi Sundowns, last year, June, July, they're in America playing FIFA Club World Cup, playing against top teams, and you're sitting at home, and you know that that's home, right? And when you have an opportunity to come back home, to be in that space, like Villa said, it's easy to make that decision. And for also 𝙋𝙄𝙏 as well, is he needs to go back into the national team, and to the national team, you need to be playing regular football. And it's nice now because you've got a new coach. Everybody's got an opportunity now to start afresh in the national team. And we saw where we are from the national team perspective. Mamelodi Sundowns, 𝙋𝙄𝙏, we lost 𝙃𝑖𝑠, so 𝙃𝙄𝙏 comes in. So we want that competition up front in terms of goals, because goals will win us games. We get to find ourselves, lifting trophies. So it's nice to see him back, and also being just 𝙃𝙏𝘾𝙃𝙏, back of the night. I'm very, very excited for him. And also I'm just excited of the season as to then what is it that he's going to do. Not just him, all the players that are new. And some of them, maybe you need to teach them new celebrations. The new season. we need new No, we must Google and send it to them.
Villa, how difficult do you think the comeback is? Because as like you said with the dance move, right? It brings back and evokes old memories, emotions.
Yeah.
And the standard that we have for him is the bar set.
Yes, of course.
And that scoring the goal and doing the old celebration just reminds us that he is one of us. But it's the comeback, so the expectations are also higher.
I think not just for himself. I think maybe he was dreaming of that moment. And we're always going to dream of that moment, especially with the first game. I need to leave a mark. You know, I need to leave a mark in terms of either assist or score a goal. And how it happened, it was so amazing. How he wrapped it, and then with his left foot, and we know him, left, right. You know. And he left the team base. When he left the team, he was successful. And also you want to add on top of that success when you left. Also, you still have that vision and the hunger to say, I want to do well. But I think for me, when he went in there, he said, you know what, I want to leave a mark. And you are dreaming of this moment of saying that first goal, first game, it should be in the back of the net. And how it happened, it was so amazing. So, of course, contributed to the team. That's the most important thing. I think the team is much bigger. So him having to say, I want to contribute when given the opportunity. And I think T knows very well. When you get that opportunity at Mamelodi Sundowns, you have to use it.
It's a very small window.
It's a very small window. As much as, yes, I speak about the team, but personally, sometimes when you're sitting by yourself and say, these are things that I want to achieve within the group, very important. And then when you see those things happening inside the field of play, and you know it's a race, and it's a good race, and we always speak about the healthy competition of saying, if then he scores 1, I need to score 2. But means now the score is 3-1. The team wins 3.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that healthy relationship saying, I score 1, I score 2, it's so nice.
Yeah.
And also it pushes us.
Yeah.
It's things that it pushes to another level. That's why I always say, when we bring it to Mamelodi Sundowns, we want to push it to the next level and the next level. So we're never satisfied.
Yeah. Look, Shin Bashle is but 10 days born, but not Zagamshish is born.
What is it that he hasn't done, my friend? Shiga. And that combination, right? And like you said, like you look at 𝙋𝙄𝙏𝘾𝘆 celebration, it evokes so much emotions. And I remember as well as then the Nalebo Shiga before he left, as then the celebrations that they were doing. Because for me, football, it's about emotions. And after scoring a goal, that's why I don't understand when somebody scores a goal without celebration, because the emotions we want to see. And for Shiga to be the one that assists a winning goal from a person that really comes back to score a winner, you would wonder, was it written in the stars or not? But it became the right person to be able to assist that, which is Shiga. And yeah, man, like every week, I'm excited to see how the season is going to be, and also maybe a little bit of jealousy as well, a little bit, because for the first time in a long time, we don't have any individual awards winners from the club. Yeah. And that's why I'm like, this season we need to go back into that space.
For sure.
We need to. Sure.
It's always interesting with awards because the criteria is, I'm not sure if it's, I say this carefully now, I'm not sure if it's performance-based or favorite-based.
Hey.
So for example, Kerata Teko Modise. So Glomu voted. But was he the best player?
Hey, it's always going to be debatable.
Yeah.
It's always going to be debatable, that topic next.
You know what I need to sort of reveal to catch you in. So for me is, first of all, let's just make it clear. We're not speaking of anybody that won any individual trophy. So we're just speaking in general. The day that we're going to be open in terms of criteria, so the reason of selecting these players, we're gonna always have no arguments as to who wins. And also the people that also maybe get into those spaces to be the one that actually judges all those things, if we know who they are. We don't want to know after. Or no, this season a players get the players, but the rest of player of the season give Villa, Kitona, Guinness, Bavota. These are the criteria, because the truth of the matter is, and I've always said this, and I know I'm gonna get a stick of this, but anyway, again at that. The truth, but the truth of the matter is, the truth of the matter is, what Villa can do from now until October, November, December. Come next year, March, April, May, June, people are not going to remember what Villa done. They're always going to, because it's fresh in their memory. And I've always said, it's easy, it's not easy, but the nicest thing, the easiest way to win football of the year in this country, it's from January, Makai.
Yeah.
What we have done now until December, after December, the next season, that's what I'm saying. But what we're saying is like, look, guys, if only, we're evolving. So we can't just ask for what's happening on the pitch to evolve. We can't be asking about the players to evolve. Even the system itself, let the system evolve as well. Let's have if there's journalists that are going to select a certain criteria of players, journalists fine, football journalists because they go into so many games. But also we need analysts that are doing so many games to be part of the selection. Villa can't be just a fan of football and be part of the selection. What else when a Villa, you watch the games that you choose to watch. But when you're being an analyst, you're doing 80% of the games on the PSL. So therefore, you've got a better insight.
100%. There's got to be a qualifying criteria.
Exactly.
And I must know, it must be, to say, we know that you've watched 80%, for example, of the games. So whether you were doing it as an analyst or you were doing it live at the stadium, but there's got to be that criteria, because
100%.
without a criteria, then anyone, just like, here we go and move on, take my money and go.
It loses everything, especially it loses everything if then it's not going to be done the right way. It just loses everything. And that's why sometimes when we open it 𝙃𝙏, and say this is this, and when you look at that criteria and you ask yourself, with how? But this happened and this didn't happen. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So I think for me, sometimes it's just an open debate where sometimes it should be the right people being in the right space that have done it so many times, and also people that are doing it regularly to be following these games that should be very much on that panel, and then very much for sure if then I'm going to be that person, with Uvila was that person that was choosing what this is. So break it down for us with Ian Zagale.
Maybe the reason why should be accountability.
And indeed. But also, it's I think as well, we are stuck in a position where our football management needs to evolve.
Yeah.
We've really had, it's only now that you're seeing a new younger crop of people, chairmen and presidents of clubs coming in. But for the longest time, it's also technology is getting better. Like everything is developing, and so does the administration of football, so that we keep moving forward and keep bettering the product for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Gents, we play the MTN 8 against Polokwane, 3-2 win. Your thoughts on the game?
A very difficult game against Polokwane. You know that it's a team that really will rely on the fitness level, rely on just disturbing the flow. But also, you're looking at that game as well, maybe the rustiness, just check out the rustiness, because there's a whole lot of, the difference is so huge when you're playing friendly games and official games. And also with the opportunity being given to us to play that official game at home, fans, and also to play that difficult game, just to get minutes under your belt, it was very, very important. But we knew the difficulties of playing Polokwane City. Thank God we're not playing Polokwane, because it was going to be a problem. So playing, it can't be you. I'm not Bratty, I'm not selling weed. How are you, Papa? Blackie, the black one. When are you getting complexion, bruh?
Next season, when I retire, I'll be yellow, I'll stay indoors.
Okay. Jumbo.
How do I retire staying indoors?
Jumbo Karibi.
Yeah. How are you, Papa? You good?
Sorry, I'm a problem.
At least you know it's a problem.
But you must stop it from there, because they are coming.
Oh, the other door.
The other door. The other side. Yes, the other side.
Door.
The other side.
There we go. You're still stupid. You're still stupid still.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I think job well done. I think more than anything, it was going to be very, very difficult. Yeah. It's always been a difficult fixture. I think I remember when you played them, it went on to, I think, extra time. And them having to be stubborn and very much, sonke must tell us so. First game, sonke sila my level of fitness. So it was going to be difficult, but at the same time, we accepted that it was going to be difficult, but we kept the composure. Regardless, I think even when we went 1-0 down, we kept the composure, we kept passing the ball. We didn't lose our rhythm, we didn't lose our passing game. We were able to find moments. Those moments led into us having then to find ourselves back in again. Tabes with a bit of composure inside the box. Van Wyk, the cross there, amazing. And then also with that power, sometimes if they're not the quality player, control Tabes.
Straight player,
But with a level of composure inside that box around the number of players that were surrounding him, I think nicely calm, slotted it in, and then we were back in the game. Yeah, the fans kept on chanting to bring us back into the game, and then we were able to find the second one, which Van Wyk again. Also him, I'm sure he was dreaming of that moment, either an assist, either a goal. So
we got both,
and a contribution.
Yeah, got both. Yeah,
in one game, you can imagine the level of confidence, because of these are the type of games also that sets the tone in terms of your confidence, in terms of how then you believe how the season is going to open up for you. And also when you want to excel for Mamelodi Sundowns, these are the type of games, regardless, because sometimes it doesn't go the right way.
Yeah.
It comes maybe that kind of game where it didn't happen for you on that first game. You have to lift yourself up again. But on the opposite, to find two contributions.
Yeah. Exciting for me was also seeing young Mokoena.
Yeah.
P. Mokoena.
Mokoena P.
Yeah. Mokoena P. I just think he was consistently looking for the ball, not scared. And at the level, I mean, he's just been promoted from the DDC, but to come in and at that level, consistently looking for the ball, looking to play, looking just to make the team tick.
Look, those are moments when you look at them, you become such excited as well to see. I want the young players to be fearless, because those are things that you get taught, especially the development side.
Yeah.
But also a credit also to Coach 𝙋𝙿𝘾𝘆 as well, being given opportunities to youngsters.
Yeah.
We want to evolve and we want to see our own products as well from the development side being given opportunities. And by them being given opportunities, they inspire the other ones that are left behind to do more. So we need that cycle to keep going. But as for a youngster to come into the big stage and be able to, command and demand the ball, those are good signs. You want, especially an attacking player, to be able to do that. And the only thing that you can wish for is for the player to grow in the game, to evolve, to get better and better, and criticize themselves, but also not forgetting to enjoy.
Yeah.
It was nice to see a young player, trying to do things. So I'm excited to see other young players being given opportunity this season.
100%.
Yeah.
Coach 𝙋𝙁𝘾 spoke also on the set pieces and how we conceded from them. And I think I'd say it happens now, so we can address it, rather than it start happening 15 games into the season where things are really hectic.
I think also it's lessons. I think it's lessons. I mean, yes, you have considered from that. I think it gives you a perfect opportunity now to work on it. So you can only work on it, and then you have seen that, okay, now it's a pattern, and of course teams will start looking at it, and they will look at it 100% because of it didn't happen only once, it happened twice. Yeah. So with that said, it's only lesson. How can you get better? And everybody knows how that you can get better. It's a matter of them correcting and correcting, and that's why also the element of doing the corrections, it will help the team to improve. So for me, I think to dwell on it so much, not too much, but at the same time, you are very much aware because it was visible. Yeah. So it's the lessons that you can take out of it and work on it, and you get better.
Gents, fluidity. I think at the beginning of the season, it's always one of those things that the team struggles with, because, when you're watching, you want to see us. Looking at the last game we played at Lucas, the Red Bull game, you then come back to this season and all you want to see is that fluidity we had there. Yeah. But it's the first game of the season.
You can expect that, because the rustiness again, of the new season, the new game, and having to match the pressure that comes with opposition side. But once you have minutes under your belt, your fitness levels, you can't question your fitness levels at this time. Once you have minutes under your belt, all the nice things now come second game, third game. Yeah. They will come into play. They will just fall nicely, because then you start getting your rhythm. Because football, it is about rhythm.
Yeah.
And once we have that rhythm, you build in some sort of momentum, and also you also want to get the rhythm at the right time. It's very difficult to get it now, and then come December it falls apart. You need to restart again. So it's important to run this race properly. It's important to go into the second game looking as to then what is it that we've done in the first game that we can improve, get better in the second game. By the time you game 5, game 6, already the rhythm starts showing. That synergy within the players as well that has been happening in preseason starts showing, and also even the combinations, because as much as you can have your first 11 or maybe the substitution that you're going to use as a coach, some combinations don't work. As much as they worked, maybe got preseason, but in the official game, some don't work. So you're always going to maybe, move things around, move the pieces around. But I'm expecting to see maybe third or fourth game of Sundowns giving that rhythm, especially in the semi-final MTN8.
Yeah.
We should be having some sort of a rhythm then. Yeah.
That was going to be my question, because now you look at the preseason. There were preseason games. My expectation as a fan, because I don't know better, would be, okay, they've played preseason games, which means by the time the league kicks off, we have some sort of fluidity.
Yeah.
That's the expectation. Yeah. But I guess the preseason games and the reality of playing the league or the cup games becomes very much different.
I think also for me, what was beautiful was also just from when people speak about the preseason games in preparation and say, how is it going to open up on that first official game? Luckily for us, those things happened the same way. the feeling of then introducing the subs that made an impact. That worked for the team. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way. When now we're trying to find other combinations, and it means now you have ticked one box, yes, the minutes, but then you didn't tick the tick of you are not able to tick the box of winning. So for us, at least within that, these combinations, they are coming in nicely because of also now we have the second game. You can build on it. So the positives that you won the game, and with winning the game, with some of the things that you've been trying to do and trying to achieve inside the field of play, you saw those things. You, of course, completely want it to be perfect, but it's not going to be as perfect because of, remember, it's still a long road. It's still a marathon.
Yeah. I saw some exciting stuff as well. I think I was watching 𝙋𝙊𝘾𝘾𝘾 and the positions he was just occupying where it reminded me, it's similar to when I was watching Spain during the World Cup, where you'd find the left back playing almost as a 9 up in the box, getting a chance to shoot and things like that, which goes to show the work that then goes in once you have a proper preseason.
Look, we have players that are capable of being, taking initiative on the pitch, and to see also being given that freedom as well to play proper football in the way that you want to play.
Yeah.
Of course, it looks good when you get inside the box as a left back, you miss an opportunity, but you're always going to criticize you when you have to defend.
100%.
I get it. But yet again, we're a team that always wants to be dominating, we always want to be on the opposition's half, and I just want to see him grow, man. He needs to play better. He needs to grow. I mean, he's been in Sundowns for over a season now.
Yeah.
And it's his chance. He needs to take it. He needs to create some sort of competition between him, Lunga, and Modiba.
Yeah.
He needs to get into those spaces.
I think he can build on it.
Yeah, he can. But also, he's so comfortable on the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. It can't be just glimpses.
Yeah.
Maybe okay. But 𝙋𝙊𝘾𝘾𝘾𝘾, so I'm not being harsh on him. I know he's capable of it.
Yeah.
You just need to be consistent. But because you've been at Sundowns, you know how limited it is for you to mess up, because somebody's going to come in and play better. So we want to see those. We want to see more of those getting to those positions. And also, plus, he's good in set pieces, bro. He's got a good left foot in front of him. And to also to say that, he was once a number 10. He played as a 10 at
So he
Cape
can
Town
then
City.
play also in the center.
Yeah, he played as his first official game with the PS. He played as a number 10 for City.
And that's why I saw he was so salty. He was so comfortable at times when our winger keeps the weight.
Yeah.
And he could come
in.
Comes
Yeah,
inside.
he's very
Comes
comfortable.
6.
And then he went on to move to different teams, left back, whatnot. But he's a very comfortable footballer on the pitch. He can play. So I'm looking forward to see this season.
Do you think that's sometimes a downfall for players to be able to play in more than one position?
Hey, we don't-
I'll give you an example. You'll take Matrapa. He's a goalkeeper, can play at the back, wing, can play as a striker.
And I've had this conversation with somebody last time, like being a versatile player. Sometimes it can be your biggest Achilles heel, because then you're not an aspect or expert on any position. It sometimes becomes difficult for coaches to actually use you, because I'm like, we're looking at the game, but so it's never really that great. But you want players to be versatile, and also maybe not to make substitution when the game on. You can just switch the personnel on the pitch in different systems. So sometimes it becomes important to have those type of players.
It's a curse at the same time. It's a gift.
Yeah.
There are sometimes, let's say, in a situation where we are losing players, right?
We can slow to Maris Domazamba got this keeper on a car.
Then you continue to excel in there.
Okay.
Right? You continue to, as I'm saying, it depends where it finds you. If you have the numbers, good, right? Then you can go back to your favorite position. But then we don't have the numbers, and then we're able now to team. Let's say we excel a lot, and now we're not aware which you could excel.
Hey, Chief, you must study Team Pop. I've been telling you. What's wrong with you? What are you, Team Pop, bro? You see, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
Why you wonder? Why?
Because they lied, you went.
That's crazy.
Nice to see you.
How are you, Papi? You good? Easy. Away? Finish?
It should have went in with the other one. It should have went in.
It used to be a 10. Right?
Chief, when are you scoring?
We're gonna slot you there in the middle.
When are you scoring?
Cam.
When are you scoring?
It's coming soon.
So tell me. So
I'm scoring when we're gonna lift the trophy.
No, Chief, you want to tell me that Christmas is going to come before you score? Okay, let's bet then. Sharp. I'm giving you 2 games.
Yeah.
2 games.
Yeah.
Sharp. Sharp.
Nice to
Sharp, guys.
Sure. Gents, we kick off the league campaign now. The first game of the season, we're playing against TS Galaxy. They've had a chance to play. They've kicked the ball. They played a 2-2 game in a cold 𝙋𝙏𝘾𝙃𝙎𝘃. Now it's our turn to kick off the campaign.
I remember when we did that game. Right, the 2-2. Yeah, the 2-2. I think it was a draw, ne? We drew, ne? And
The
Mbombela.
one in Mbombela.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, which of consequences.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's just to remember that scar. Because remember, with that game, it went two ways. It gave us a wake-up call in terms of when we were going to play the final, to say now we're hungry, and we drew this game that we should have won. And that also gave us a wake-up call to say we have to do better. So coming to this game, we know very well what we need to do. And coming to this game at the same time, we're coming at the right time. I say at the right time because of we need these points. Hey, Matrapa,
So,
It's a Maya, man.
You're talking about the game of consequence.
The the game of consequences when you play TS Galaxy away.
Yeah.
So for me personally, it left the mark. It left the mark because of I know for sure when they play us with that game, it's always gonna be aggressive. It's always gonna be interesting. It's always gonna be intense. So now we need to make sure that when we go away, we have to do the job. We have to do the job.
I think that's another part of the game that I think maybe we don't talk about enough is just the amount of aggression that is happening. I mean, some of the tackles in the Polokwane City game, I asked myself, how did some of these guys finish the game even?
For me, Dave, I think it's expected because your level of fitness, you're fresh from preseason, you've been asked to be a little bit more aggressive. Sometimes that aggression, it's not elaborated enough. So you would say about aggression, so it happens. So we need the referees actually to come and play and do the job right. But also we're going to a team also that also at times becomes our Achilles heel. They knocked us out in the cup competition last season. We played against them, like Villa said, a game of consequence. They just seem to find a way that it's TS Galaxy to play some way better whenever they play us.
Yeah.
And I think every team in the league, they have that team. Regardless of how they play, whenever they play us, they just seem to play better. That's TS Galaxy for us. They come now early on into the season. They've signed a lot of players within their side. They've also a side that is evolving as well. But I think overall we've got better players. We should be able to play the way that we want to on that big pitch as well. We should be able to get those 3 points because it is our first league game. For them, it's their second. They're playing at home. We should be able to get maximum points. Sure.
Do you change the team?
No, it's too early. You need to find the rhythm first. You need to find the rhythm within the players that you have. And then once you find your rhythm, you can always reintroduce or introduce other guys as well going forward. Because while changing the team without the rhythm, then you're always going to struggle. You might get the results, but in terms of finding the rhythm, momentum, you always struggle because then you don't have a very consistent lineup.
Yeah,
put it like
also
that.
the first game, it gave the indications of these are good, the things that we're doing, and this is not so good. So it gives a good correction plan to say, okay, now we can fix this with the second game to keep the momentum, to keep the confidence. I think another thing is the confidence. Then the trust to say, okay, the coach is able to give me a trust, then to lead this game and then to continue to perform.
Yeah. And how important is it that the coach then has confidence in you as a player? So I'm Van Wyk. I just arrived. I got my first start. I got an assist and a goal. That confidence to say, okay, we're going to.
Now. It was there. It will continue like that. And of course, in situations like that, as it is there, of course, it makes sense just to continue, unless maybe there's other reasons into it, which I don't think there could be any. I think it's just a continuation of having to go again in the same team.
Le batla thoma ka prediction or ke letlwele?
Just I'm a little early. Tlohela ka prediction. Tlohela ka prediction.
Masandawana, please, man, let's go out to the stadium, support the team. Let's get behind the boys. It is the first game of the league. We'll be out in Mbombela. We need you guys in full voice. Sikupu. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the podcast with your friends. We are Masandawana.